Peace, love, wholeness, family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, that means this message is for you. So go ahead and receive it as it resonates. Okay? And if it doesn't, just let it fly and keep it pushing, y'all. It is late, so I can't ring the sounds at this time. But I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Listen, y'all, I've been putting on, I'm gonna read both these. Oh, dang. What was I finna say, y'all? All of my divine love chosen, come on and join the family. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. I've been doing some readings, but I've been guided not to post some. So I may or may not post this one, but we'll see, okay? I may do a few different readings just to move the energy around. I hope y'all are doing well, taking care of yourselves. All of my divine love chosen, come on in and receive these blessings and messages of awareness. Oh, dang. Any hidden karmic energies in my energy projecting, determined to staying in that energy, projecting onto me, my family, our foundation, and my divine love chosen, will receive exactly what they deserve, the karma that they deserve. So be mindful. What needs to be an illuminated spirit for my divine love chosen at this time? It's late, so I'm going to just pull them instead of letting them flip. We got shine. Gratitude. Truth. Listen. I feel like divine love chosen, you could be in this energy where you are guided to continue showing up in your truth, right? Show up in your truth. There could be some sort of, like, if you are on the other side of this and you're resisting your truth, you're blocking the flow of your manifestations and your abundance and your blessings in your life. You're in this energy where you're guided to stand in your truth regardless, right? You're not in this energy of accepting any type of mistreatment in your life, accepting any type of ill will in your life. You're not in that energy. You are in the energy of living in your truth no matter what. As your manifestations are arriving, you may receive manifestations that are meant to teach you a lesson, right? That are meant to serve as the lesson, and that's it, okay? If it's opportunity, if it's, if it's whatever it may be, okay? It could be a project, an idea. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a friendship. It could be a relationship. Use your discernment, okay? Because at the end of the day, what's from God and what's for God and what's meant to walk with you on your purpose, hand in hand in the truth, it takes work, right? It takes mutual reciprocation, mutual effort, and mutual work of the parties or any parties involved being in their truth, okay, and honoring their word, honoring their healing, um their process before anybody else, right? And not in a selfish energy, but in more so of a deep, like coming into deeper alignment with yourself, okay? For the whole, right? For the greater good, for the whole, for, thinking about the bigger picture, okay? You hear that? That thunder? And sometimes whatever is being destroyed in your life can be for the greater purpose, right? It could be to sharpen your discernment. It could be to get you to, it could be to bring new information or new experience, to receive new information and wisdom into your life so that you can remove yourself from the deceptive circumstances and elevate and be in alignment using what you learned, and being in alignment with your highest and greatest good, okay? Let's see what needs to be illuminated, Spirit, for this energy. I'm going to use both of these channel messages decks. I got the blue box for the channel messages. Yeah, you could have this outer space energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're in this energy where you're prioritizing your finances. Anybody who wants to interrupt your finances, get in the way of your finances, any opportunity or circumstance that is rooted in ill will or ill intentions against you, or manipulation or control, you're healing your financial wounds, right? Prioritizing your finances, which could also mean healing your financial wounds, which could also mean budgeting or cutting back on certain expenses, which could also mean, to heal those financial wounds, to get your head on screwed on right, to have your priorities set so that when you are making investments, it's for your greater good, okay? But that could also look like the destruction of certain financial opportunities that could interfere or make you, or try to make you sacrifice your soul or your integrity or your willpower within yourself, right? Because you're not out here just accepting any and every old financial opportunity when finances is thrown in your face. You're showing spirit in the universe that you're making way to be rooted in a greater abundance, a greater financial abundance even, right? When you're not just out here willing to, bend to people's corruption and bend to people's ill will and bend to, people just throwing money at you because this is what you're manifesting in your life. You are called to use your discernment about the financial opportunities that's coming forward, right? That's just entering in your life, coming forward. Any financial opportunity that is coming with ill intentions or to disrupt your peace or to pretty much uproot the foundation of your purpose and your integrity, you're being guided to heal those financial wounds and use your discernment and get even clearer on your manifestations by honoring your truth. You being in alignment with your greatest truth is going to create that way for a greater financial abundance in the long run. Okay, so you may have to sacrifice right? You may have to sacrifice the material realm, right? And break free from those illusions so that your priorities can be, so you can get back into alignment with your core values, with your priorities, with your true core desires, so that you make good financial investments, so that you make fruitful financial investments, so that you can make so that you can steer clear from the karma that your finances may bring if you sacrifice your integrity, your truth, and your soul, right? It may block your manifestations. It may, that, you know, people could throw you breadcrumbs, right? Trying to diminish your worth, your self-esteem, your spirit, right? The spirit that will be over you and in you by being in that energy, and that plays along with the propaganda. Okay, I know I haven't been on here for a while, y'all, so listen, it's just coming out, okay? Okay, but I appreciate everybody that is watching, okay, karmic or not. I appreciate all that is tuning in. But yeah, y'all, okay, so be mindful. You're being guided to see through these illusions and break free from those illusions, because, you know, you may receive, you know, you may be offered breadcrumbs, right? And spiritual manipulation from corrupt people, money-hungry people. But sacrificing that will unblock the blockages, right? Sacrificing those opportunities will unblock those blockages, right? That is sent to block your manifestation. So continue living in your truth. Shine, live in your truth, and discern, learn from the opportunities and the manifestations you have manifested in your life, okay? Someone could feel guilty about lying on you, okay? Somebody could feel guilty about their deception. Somebody could feel guilty about somebody could feel guilty about the ways in which that they have treated you, okay? Someone could feel guilty about the manipulation that they have tried to bring into your life. And because you're in this energy where you're not in this one thing led to another, excuses as energy. No, you're living in your truth, right? You don't have to accept the manipulation of others because they want more out of you than they're willing to sacrifice their finances or pay for, right? They could want more out of you but want to lowball you as well. Whether this is work, whether this is a job opportunity, whether it is a friendship or a relationship, you really use your discernment. And trust your intuition, because you know the intentions of the people, you know, entering in your life. Somebody could feel some type of way because they thought offering you an opportunity that, and it really has nothing to do with you, divine love chosen. And I feel like you have that understanding. It's more so between them and the Most High. Somebody could have tried to been in the energy wanting to be all up in your energy or be all up in your space so that they could try to one thing lead into another type energy. No, you're in this energy where you're protecting your sacral energy. You're protecting your sacral energy, which is your sacred energy, which is your creative energy. You're in that energy where you are very protective. Yeah. Trust your intuition, because you feel their negative projections towards you, and they feel some type of way when you address it. They feel some type of way when you stand on your boundaries or set your boundaries. They feel some type of way recognizing that they can't take advantage of you the ways in which that they want to. Okay? They can't manipulate you. They can't continue lying upon you. They can't continue being in denial, right? Being in this abusive energy, being in this energy of manipulating others and abusing people that they feel like is less than, abusing people that they feel like don't have no self-worth or self-esteem, right? But you are truly divine love chosen. You sometimes align with people just to teach them that lesson, right? Because people can look at your situation, right, and see you as an opportunity to get over on you, thinking that you are in this desperate energy for financial abundance. You're not, divine love chosen. You're in this energy where you have healed financial wounds. You are in this energy prioritizing your finances. You know your worth, right? You're not doing anything with anybody on a business level without them coins. Just period. You're not doing anything with anybody who even relationships take a certain level of sacrifice that you have to make, right? Either you are contributing, financial, your finances, if you're the provider, or if you're somebody who is out there touching money, or you are providing labor, right? Building structure, knowledge, wisdom, spiritual, genuine, equal give and take, right? Giving and receiving, which is at the bottom of the deck, right? So a romantic relationship is completely different, right? But you're not allowing, a romantic relationship takes certain sacrifices that, business relationships and transactional relationships and, you know, services and transactional things for your services and your gifts and your abilities, that's a whole different thing. But the matrix and social media and all the bullshit fuck shit got the world confusing the two and mixing up the two, right? The people, the common people, confusing the matrix people, confusing the two, right? Transactional business relationship and connection versus true genuine connection. Okay, so be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. Okay. Yeah, you're in this energy, divine love chosen, where you're releasing control. You're not pressed. You're releasing control. For my divine love chosen, y'all feel this deep pull to dive deep into release control, release the ego, and step into removing those blockages getting in the way of your manifestations, and overcoming whatever traumas and traumas that you're suppressing and holding on to, that's creating those blockages in your life. Okay, and by doing so, you must release control. You're not holding on so tightly to any old and every opportunity. Okay. There's somebody in your energy that you are guided to fall back from. There's somebody who keep trying to re-enter your life in the physical, like, this could be like a past love energy that it was never working. Okay, years ago. Okay, they could be consistently trying to re-enter your life and emotionally manipulate you. This could be what basically I'm speaking on. Okay, but you make them shy. You make them feel some type of way. You put them in their feelings, right? Your truth that you speak, you just being you, right? And you setting your boundaries could make them feel some type of way, okay? But again, you're not in that energy, you're not in the energy blocking the flow of your manifestations by suppressing yourself and your truth just to make other people feel uncomfortable, just to make other people feel comfortable, okay? Yeah, there could be an X in the energy as well. Another X, a different X in that energy who's heavily in your energy that wants to come back around. Capricorn energy, okay? Give me one more for manifestations before we continue. There's somebody in your energy or a few people in your energy. You got love for them, but you need your space. And this could also be in regards to even me as your spiritual reader, as your spiritual therapist, as your spiritual guide, right? We're not, or me personally, we're not robots, right? So yeah, I be needing to take my space to myself and just float and be present, alchemize the energy, and fulfill other projects and ideas that I am blessed with. Okay, so you could have love for your divine love chosen, but you just need your space sometimes. Okay, release and control. You're not controlling your manifestations. That's going to block the flow of your manifestations. You're in the energy of falling back, getting back to your roots, okay? You can feel the negative projections of, the matrix, the propaganda, the repetitive cycle of these propagandas that you're releasing yourself from. Especially when it's detrimental to you, right? When it's detrimental to your spirit, okay? So I've spoke about this a plethora of times. You need that balance, divine love chosen, you need that balance, showing up and getting present, right? Being in touch with reality, okay? Because for these numbers, for likability, for the propaganda, people will, really go hard and push out or force energy that becomes repetitive without doing the reality work, okay? And yeah. And divine love chosen, you're focused on your finances as well, alchemizing your energy and manifesting what you need to manifest. You're focused on your finances as well, so you need to pull back, okay? Like I said, and focus on other areas in your life. But spirit is like, don't let them take your love away. Okay? Somebody could be, somebody could feel some type of way when you take a break, okay? But you know, your actual person is going to come up out of these social media illusions anyway. Your actual person is going to break free from the propaganda and the illusions anyway and choose to heal their spirit and their soul. And spirit's like, let's adventure, right? Adventure. Go towards your person. Just period. Instead of forcing them into this propaganda just to fulfill your ego. Okay? So go on an adventure. Explore nature. Okay? I was out there. It was raining. Okay? And I was out there looking for some materials, okay, for my garden. Yeah, so it's like, go play outdoors, all right? So we got let's adventure, explore nature, and go play outdoors, okay? Just period. That's where you get, you know, the wisdom, okay? Wandering, exploring, okay? You could be exploring sweet love or called to. Let me pull a few tarot messages, and then I'm going to pull some channel messages from this other box and call this reading good. Clarify. What needs to be illuminated in this energy? Four of Wands. Yeah, you get to celebrate, okay? You're in this energy celebrating. You're not looking at these energies. Yeah, you're in Empress energy. You are divine love chosen. Divine feminine or a divine feminine energy. Okay? I was going to say divine masculine energy too. Okay? You could be androgynous. You could be both. But you're in this energy where you're steady celebrating. Right? These opportunities that are presented to you, you're not in this energy of looking at it as end all be all. No, you're not. You're not in this survival energy when it comes to these opportunities, because you understand the power of your gifts, your manifestations, okay? Nourishing and making space to nourish your gifts, okay? Making space to nourish your ideas, nourish your gifts, so that you can really decide what works for you and what doesn't, right? These opportunities that enter your life don't never got more control over your life and your reality than you do. It don't never got more control over your emotional stability than you do. So face conflict with bravery, right? Be brave in the face of conflict, okay? And stand in your truth. Remain in your truth. You are the Empress, right? These people that enter your life, or these opportunities that enter your life, need you more than you need them, okay? Just period. Because you're able to manifest a plethora of opportunities. And those people who are corrupt want you to feel like they are the only opportunity to enter your life, or they want you to feel like, you know, it's with them, it's all or nothing. And it's not. They are not in control of your ship, okay? You are rooted in higher purpose. You are rooted in greater purpose. So you understand that not even you is in control of your ship. Mother Nature is in control of your ship, divine love chosen. And Mother Nature is blessing you with the ability to discern, right? You divine love chosen, you don't even like control. You don't even like power, right? The abuse of power that most people live in. You are empowered by Mother Nature. And your longevity, your strength to weed out the whatchamacallit, the bad seeds, and your strength to take the long route, the slow pace, um, in it for longevity, overcomes and triumphs over their corruption. Okay? Because you get to celebrate either way. Okay? Yeah, you've been healing. Okay? You was thugging it out before. You will always be able to thug it out and survive through suffering. Suffering isn't even suffering for you at this point, because you are free from these illusions and these codependencies. People are living too engulfed in these egotistical realms and these materialized realms that, you know, they'll suffer over a minor inconvenience. Over a minor inconvenience, it'll be suffering for them, but not you, because you have suffered a long time. That your relationship with suffering is one of understanding, is one of grace, is one of peace. Okay? And Spirit wants to remind you, you don't have to suffer all that much. You just got to shift your perspective. Some people are so engulfed in the illusions that they feel like labor, right? Laboring for themselves and their greatest good, and laboring for spirit. They feel like that is suffering. Having everything handed to you will make you feel like any minor inconvenience is suffering. Having, being privileged and having any and every old thing handed to you will make those energies feel like any minor inconvenience is suffering. It would make those energies feel like surrendering their ego is suffering. To learn from other beautiful, great individuals, great chosen, divine love chosen star seeds in this world. Because they don't want to break free from these matrix illusions and these illusions and corruptions from these governments in these United States about the media propagandas and and glorifying, creating, controlling, and glorifying certain people in the public eye and in the medias, because they know that they can control them for the devil's purpose. Okay? And that's why they try to get in your way so much, divine love chosen, because they know that you're going to destroy all that shit. 3333, as I say that. Okay? You are supported by the Most High. Okay? Your manifestations is arriving regardless. You know who you are. Okay? And that's why there's been, so much people trying to interrupt that. Okay? But they're heavily in their head. They in this Eight of Swords energy. Heavily in their head about you healing, about you releasing control, about you standing on your boundaries, about you requiring your space now. And they could be heartbroken because you're moving forward. Okay? They could be heartbroken because you're not going to sit up here and tolerate their disrespect and their illusions and their denial. Because they think that you need their validation. They think that they want you to feel like you need them, rather than honoring the sacred, free-flowing, giving and receiving and appreciation of genuine love. reciprocation and appreciation of genuine love. They don't want to honor that. They just want to watch you and drain your energy all day, and call on your energy on all day without even appreciating you. They want you to continuously clap for them while they don't even they can't even appreciate you or tell you thank you, divine love chosen. They want you to consistently and persistently tell them thank you, but they don't even want to tell you thank you. They don't even want to recognize or appreciate how your divine energy has helped them and blessed them in their life. Yes, they have created beautiful things, co-creating with your life force energy, divine love chosen. They may, everybody's circumstances is different. They may have had, support. They may have had the things, the love and the support and the family that you never had in your life. And yet they still don't appreciate you. So you don't have, they're the ones in this Three of Swords energy, heartbroken energy, because you're moving forward. You're setting your boundaries and you know your worth. They don't get no life force energy from you anymore because they're consistently and persistently in denial and trying to block the flow of your divine abundance. Okay, so you're not holding on to none of that, divine love chosen, on some real. Okay. I think new energy is coming out now, so I'm gonna pull the rest of these channel messages, and then I'm gonna close it out. For my divine love chosen. For my divine love chosen, y'all is in this energy where y'all is healing from heartbreak. Y'all is healing these family wounds and breaking these generational curses that they try to place upon you. They want you in this impoverished energy, these karmic family members. They want you feeling like you need them, and you're breaking free from that energy. They want you to feel dependent on their finances. And you appreciate what they willingly provide, but you're free from that energy. Okay? And you're healing your heart space, prioritizing healing your trauma. Okay? That's a new energy coming out though. So let me close this reading out. Spirit is back to eat the rich and all their wickedness. Psalms 129. Praise God for deliverance from afflictions. Okay. So, divine love chosen, you could be in alignment with somebody, or this could be you, but it says mutual. So there is a open system of love, a free-flowing energy, an open system, sort of like the infinity symbol. The free-flowing of love. I'm seeing the Six of Coins in my mind. Let me see if I can find it, because you'll see what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite decks, because every time I think about the Six of Coins, I always think about this deck. Okay, you see how there's an infinite flow, right? That's an open system, right? That's when two people have a mutual integrity of the love that y'all share. A mutual desire to labor the love, a mutual desire to nourish, work through, and heal, to do the actual work that it takes to honoring love and genuine love in your life. Okay, so there's an open system here with somebody in your energy. Okay, you're being guided to breathe deeper. There could be somebody in the energy who has been overcome by greed, lust, and envy. There could be somebody in the energy breaking free from that energy. Here's another quote from the Bible. Blessed are they that which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, and for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So for my divine love chosen, you could be heavily persecuted being in your righteousness. You could run into many presented opportunities, that are illusions. Okay, to redirect you on your righteous path so that you can manifest the greater abundance that you deserve. Okay, what is this from? Somebody could be angry in your energy. This could resonate. What is it about me you hate so much? A man asked his wife 6 months into his sobriety. Everything, she replied with a glare. Okay, so somebody could be in this energy they could be in this energy with a karmic love. Okay, resentful towards karmic love, resentful towards or this could be even a past hubby energy or a past wifey energy, right? Somebody could be trying to manifest you back into their lives, and their persistence in trying to manipulate the circumstances, emotionally manipulate the circumstances, their lack of growth, their resistance, their blocking the flow of the infinite love open system, could make you angry. Okay, this person could be trying to manifest you to love them, or trying to cast illusions over your eyes and spells over your eyes for you to take them back, or for you to be in deceptive energy, and you're just not. Okay, I feel like you've healed, but at the end of the day, you're going to honor how you feel, honor your anger. Okay, you don't want this old lover back, you don't want this old person back. Fuck no. Okay, and when I'm saying an old lover, I'm talking about this is giving young love energy that's still on your body, trying to manifest the fuck out of you. Could be baby daddy or baby mommy energy. Okay, so get out the way. All right, expect a miracle, expect an increase, divine love chosen. And this is the last one I'm gonna read. Genesis 4:8. The serpent is cursed, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and them shall bruise his heel. Yeah, so there could be a past love, past hubby energy, karmic ex, karmic love energy who wants to manifest you back into their lives and holding on for their life, but they're in this serpent energy. So be mindful. Okay, you're in the energy of healing and breaking generational curses, so you're not gonna lay down with no serpent energies and bear the curses. Okay, but divine love chosen, I hope that helps. I hope it resonates. If it do, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you need a one-on-one reading, my email's in the description. If you feel called to donate to my business, my Cash App is there too. Okay, I'm not gonna do another one because this one is already long enough. I hope it helps. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.